Hello and welcome to Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film Sing Sing, directed by Raul Domingo. So when I saw the trailer for this film, I wasn't sure whether it was a documentary or fiction. Sing Sing is based on real events and features many of the actual people portrayed in the film playing themselves. There are some professional actors alongside them. Apparently the stories and performances are all drawn from real life experiences. The film is set in the Sing Sing Correctional Facility in New York, and it focuses on a theatre programme run by a real organisation that works with people in jails. The exteriors are the actual Sing Sing prison, but I read that the interior scenes were filmed at a disused prison nearby. But it is convincing, it is a convincing prison set. It did have the feel of a documentary at times, and I kind of liked this. However, I thought that the acting sometimes felt a little rehearsed. It wasn't totally natural. Sometimes it just felt a little bit stiff. I recently reviewed the film Kneecap, and I think that the non-actors playing themselves in that film were more consistent in their acting. But I need to be consistent here. I'll sometimes criticise a documentary for using a cliched format, and I can also criticise a documentary that uses a non-fiction format, but with the style of a fictionalised feature film. Navalny was a good example of this for me. In a way, Sing Sing is a kind of documentary, but it's really creative and original in its format. So I think that I should give it credit for that, even though it may be a little bit rough at the edges. Actually, in the end, I think that the decision to use many of the former inmates playing themselves is a fantastic one. At times I thought the acting was great, and the times that it wasn't were more than compensated by a kind of raw authenticity and the emotional heft of the performances. These are people who've actually lived this experience, and I did feel that that came across. This obviously made me think of that wonderful documentary, The Work. These are quite different films, but they both cover the topic of seeing people in jail, some of whom have done terrible things, with humanity and empathy, and how healing can take place for absolutely anyone. This is a view that I subscribe to myself. I know that some people see jail as about locking up criminals, punishing bad people, treating them in a bad way as the consequence of their crimes. Maybe someone has done something that's so bad that they need to be removed from society. But I'm a big believer that they should still be offered opportunities for redemption and healing. And I'm a big believer that creativity is a powerful agent for this type of healing. So I love the idea of programs like this theatre program in Sing Sing. I think you could make the case that at times Sing Sing is a little cliched. Perhaps it uses music a bit manipulatively at times to add drama and sentiment. Perhaps it is a little bit close to Fame in a prison, complete with the rebellious, difficult character who has a complete turnaround. Perhaps. In fairness, I don't think it ever gets over dramatic or over sentimental, but it does sometimes get close to the border of that, I felt. That said, I still unashamedly enjoyed it. It's really entertaining, and it does have a real sincerity. This all comes together as a package that just works. As well as being a film about healing through creativity, I think this is also a film about friendship between damaged, broken people, people who find it hard to connect, about companionship in really difficult situations. I saw this on the same day that I saw Black Dog, which I've also done a review of. This is a totally different film, but both are about companionship between broken people. I'm not saying there is any connection between these films apart from the fact that I liked how I felt when seeing them together in this way. It made me think about how we all have our own unique journey when we watch films, and the particular package and order of films that we watch definitely creates our own individual experience. Anyway, overall, Sing Sing is a great experience and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.